Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. I'm trying the other side. I usually turn my camera around the other way. And I thought for a switch, I got this little picture frame that looks like a window at the thrift store one day, and I had in mind putting it out here, but I haven't showed you since I got it up. So glad you joined us today. Today is hashtag Friday Hauls. This is hosted by Lois over at Life with Lois. She lives in Michigan. It's amazing how so many places people are from that I've gotten to know during this time that I've been on YouTube. Today, I have a haul for you, and I'm looking forward to showing you that. But before we get started at that, I dug my book out again. I always like to leave something that would be interesting to you, or we're doing the President series, and be sure and go back and check my playlist. Or if it's not in a playlist, it's well marked that you'll know what you're getting into. This is summer. We still have watermelon. I have not even bought one watermelon this year. How many have you bought? Now, if my husband was here, we would have bought a few. He loved watermelon, and I like it. But there is some information about watermelons in this little book. They got their devotion from Isaiah 37 to 39. Okay, did you know that the first recorded watermelon harvest occurred nearly 5,000 years ago in Egypt? And did you know that watermelon is 92% water? I guess probably most people knew that. Early explorers used watermelon as a canteen. I guess they dug it out, and then I can see that would work. The first cookbook published in the U.S. in 1776 contained a recipe for watermelon rind pickles. Have you ever had watermelon rind pickles? I think I have a time or two, but not often. In 1990, Bill Carson of Arlington, Tennessee, grew the largest watermelon. It weighed in at 262 pounds. That's just a little trivia for you. In the book of Numbers, if you remember, when the children of Egypt was wondering, I want to read this because it's so good. This was taken from Numbers 11:5. We remember that fish, which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic. They are remembering all of that. The Israelites were not far into their journey before they began to complain. Remember, they wandered in the desert for 40 years? They had been slaves and were subject to poor treatment by their masters. When God freed them, using Moses to lead them, they complained over and over. They tried to say how good they used to have it in Egypt. We as Christians often forget what God has saved us from. Do you ever do that? And remember something we miss from the world: National Watermelon Day. Stay tuned for my video, my haul. I went to my local discount grocery store. They get a lot of items that are marked down and near the expiration date, and sometimes past the expiration date by some, I don't know exactly how long. But I usually get my coffee because that was $4. But not just that. And if you bought two of them, you got the other half price, $6 for both of those. I went ahead and got another. I got one decaf. So there's another $6. But that's a lot of coffee. That'll do me a good little while. This was $1. I used to have some of this, but I think it was gone. I think my son took it, the last of it, when they had a sunburn. And they also had this for $1. This was 50 SPF. For 3 for $1 or 50 cents. I just got one. I should have got 3, but I was afraid I would waste 2 of them. I don't use a lot of this kind of thing. They also had these little 8-ounce bottles of water. They were 10 cents each. I got 4 of them. I don't just normally drink these, but I thought it'd be kind of handy just to have, maybe even in your car. Charge the CRV charges on these, the bottle refund or return. I got 2 of these. This was pretty good. I used one of them today. It was $0.25. It has great flavor. It's 0 calories. Got 2 of these teas, and it sounded really good. Black tea with cinnamon, cardamom, black pepper, and spices. They had some different things for $0.25. This was one of them. Everything bagel. That sounds interesting. I'll be interested to try this out. And this was $0.25 also. That sounds really good. This was $0.25, and somehow I ended up breaking it up. And as I was looking here, it's, let's see if I can get it, Noni's Bakery. Noni's Bakery. That made me think of you, Nona Grace. You guys, if you haven't watched her channel, go over and check it out. She's got a great YouTube channel. She lives in New York. She's been in Texas lately. This and tried it yesterday. And I saved the package because it was so good. I wanted to tell you about it. If you can buy this one, try it out. Good for you ingredients in there. The oat, it's gluten-free. Oat blend. They made flour out of it, oat flour. Dates, coconut oil, chocolate chunks. Oh, it doesn't sound too bad for you. And it was really good. Wow, I was impressed. This was $1 for 10 of them. Corn tortillas. This has already been opened. Snack size, $2. There's 14 servings in here. Each one is 110 calories, 6 grams of fat. My son had one and I had one. Well, the last 3 items was 3 for $1. Check this out. They had 2 big bins of all kinds of hair. And you know, Goody is a very popular brand. And I don't foresee me putting very many of these in my hair, but they come in handy for much more than just your hair. But I can see myself using these. These are like bobby pins. Let's see. So you open it up like that. I like that. And this said kids on it, but there was a whole bunch of things you could have, like for your hair to put it up. There was combs and all kinds of things. 3 for $1. I probably should have bought more. Maybe made a gift bag for somebody. That's my special shopping haul at my local thrift grocery store, I guess you would call it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure and go and check and see what everyone else posts in this hashtag Friday Hauls. Tomorrow is Artisan Journal, and this is going to be on travel. And so I have it all in my mind what I'm going to do, but I haven't got it set out yet. I haven't got it down on paper. Please come back and see how I do that, and I'll look forward to seeing you every day. I pray God blesses you today. Don't forget to be thankful for what we have today. Sometimes we don't have everything we want, but thank the Lord we have our breath, we have our health, and even if it's not the best, wherever state it is, it could have been worse. God bless you today. I'll see you tomorrow.